Everyone, nerdygymbros here, and we're talking about our reaction to the news that Gundam is coming with a live-action movie. This is something I've wanted for a very long time. Ever since we started watching the series, which is years ago.
Our first series
was Armros.
Yeah, the original 0079.
This
year is 0079.
I don't know if we can quote that entire thing without getting in trouble. But yeah, this is awesome news.
Yeah.
I didn't even know about it. Ty just told me about it, so this is going very well. So Ty, why don't you fill me in?
Sunrise, who makes Gundam, is making it with Legendary Pictures.
Aren't they the ones who did 300? No, I actually think that's someone else. Go on.
But they're working with Legendary Pictures to make the live-action Gundam film. And
when is it supposed to be out? Do we have a general?
I don't have a general thing. They might have one, but I don't specifically have it. But
let us know down in the comments.
But
I must know.
Sunrise is actually going to be very heavily involved in the making of the film. It's not just Legendary, got the rights to do it, and they're just kicking all the Sunrise people to the side, and they're going to make their own American film version of Gundam.
That would be awful.
Which would honestly,
in my personal opinion,
which would be awful. Definitely if they're not fans of the series.
Well, that's what I understand. That's the problem with any anime that goes into a movie when someone other than the
film.
Yeah, especially with a U.S. film. I mean, because anime means so much to so many people. Like obviously to us and to the people watching. I mean, anime touches our hearts, our souls. We fall in love with the characters. So I'm very happy that Sunrise, you said? Sunrise has creative control over it.
Yeah. They're working closely with it. I think the president of it said.
So it has to get okayed. Everything has to be okay with them first.
And they're keeping it where it's not going to be, heroic war heroes doing heroic deeds, and there's no, gray area.
There's too many heroes.
Yeah, we're gonna.
No, not. I just mean in movies in general. I would really like to see a more gray area.
Yeah, where with Gundam in general, war has never in Gundam been this.
War never changes.
It doesn't. In Gundam, as you know, I don't really have to explain what Gundam is to you.
I'm very well aware of what Gundam is.
But it's never been about,
Wait, hashtag Journey to Jaburo. Love that game. And Gundam vs. Zeta Gundam.
Definitely.
And Psionic Front. I should stop because it just shows my age. But go on with what you're saying.
But because Gundam has never been about, these grizzled war heroes who are just, fighting the war and the good guys and doing good deeds. It's been about, you look at Armor specifically.
That's what I was about to say.
He was just a teenager thrown into war because of the Zeons attacking. Well, Zeons were scouted.
Matilda!
Zeons scouted outside 7, I think it was. I'm pretty sure it was 7.
I don't remember. I think you're right now.
And, found the secret military base in Project V, which was the original Gundam.
Didn't he have a V on his forehead?
Yeah, they all have the V. There's a whole entire different argument about what consists of a Gundam, but the white mobile suits with the V symbol are usually the ones called Gundam.
I like all the Gundams, so...
Yeah, I like all the mobile suits in general, but that's beside the point. Well, not all of them. I'm sure there's some I don't like, just based on the style. But anyways, that's off the subject. Because Gundam has never been about, the war being good versus evil.
There's always civilians caught in the middle.
There's always civilians caught in the middle. There's the PTSD things that you have with it. And there's never, with Armro, it took until the Bright Slap and then Ryu's death to finally...
The Bright Slap.
Turns every person into a hero.
I stand still. Is it backhand or is it back or forward?
I'm not gonna tell you. But
let me know down in the comments. That'll be a video in itself.
But it's never been about good versus evil. It's been it has the good versus evil in it, but it's basically wars. Evil in and of itself. How many people that were innocent are just caught between it and everything that died. And so I'm happy that it's not like a U.S. company just making it about war heroes doing heroic deeds. And that's something I'm happy that Sunrise is going to make sure that stays true to the whole
Gundam as a series.
what Gundam has always been about with war in and of itself.
Come to think about it, a lot of the Gundam pilots were young.
I think
I think Char was older, obviously. I
a little
just
bit
mean,
older.
look at Char, Rumbarol.
Rumbarol was an aged veteran.
No, all I was saying was that there were some that were older, but I think the majority of the pilots were
Well, I think
young.
Char was like, I don't remember his exact age, but I think he might have been like 20s.
Oh, that's
'Cause
so
he had-
young. I was thinking he was in his 30s.
He might have.
Obviously,
yeah,
that's still young,
Char's counterattack armor was an adult at that point, and Char's still perfectly blonde hair,
Right.
not gray or
What was
anything.
his sister's name?
Salem S.
Artesia?
Artesia? Yeah.
That was it. It was just a thought.
I think it was Artesia. Anyways.
That's besides the point.
But it's actually a good segue into the fact that they're actually going to be with this film, focusing on female protagonists. That's some of the new news that has come out.
Oh, that's good. One of my favorite was
Mackenzie.
yeah, the one with the red hair. I think she piloted in the
Christina.
Alex mobile suit.
Yeah,
But
Christina.
one of these days,
From
these locks will be her color.
From 0080 War in the Pocket,
Yeah.
which is actually another really, really, really good Gundam. I mean, it wasn't a
You're talking about the Gundam itself? Are
Well,
you
not
talking
the
about the
Gundam
Gundam itself, or are you
series,
talking about
I think it was like an OVA or something like that. But it wasn't a full 50 episode thing. It was only like 3 or 6 or something like that. And it was not actually from Christina or the Xeon pilot. That was
But then it was a kid,
It was
wasn't
a little kid who befriended the Xeon pilot, and I think that even the Xeon pilot befriended Christina. And
Don't they end up killing each other?
yeah, because they didn't know that they were in the other mobile suits at all. And that was what the kid was trying to stop. He was trying to stop them from fighting Christina.
Oh, there's probably some tears there.
Oh, there was plenty of tears. And I don't think Christina ever figured out that she killed him.
Did she die?
No, she survived, but the Alex got destroyed, which was a testament to the Zaku pilot's ability that
right.
he was able to do that. But I mean, that's off subject. But that's some of the new news coming out about is that they're going to focus on some of the female protagonists, or more female protagonists, or just female protagonists in general. I mean, obviously,
Either way, I'm fine with it. I mean,
yeah. So that'll definitely be, because I've always liked a lot of the female characters. I was always kind of upset that Sayla ended up getting the boot in Zeta, because I think either something happened to the voice actress or something, so they had to change something in there. But I've always liked Sayla. Christina was another one of my
Yeah,
favorites.
Christina was the one that comes to mind immediately. I remember I think there's a chick on the 1MS team behind the lines people.
Yeah, MS 8.
I was gonna say I think it was
Eighth
the
MS
8th
team.
MS team.
I think she might have been a Xeon actually. And then
I
she
don't-
and the guy got together.
I don't remember. It's been such a
don't-
long time since I've seen that.
Kind of shows our age. Those are because most of the
Everyone
American
jumps to Blood Brothers. Was it Blood Brothers? No, it wasn't
Blood-
Blood Brothers.
Talking
It
about
was.
Blood Hope? Iron Blood was over.
Yeah, that one.
That's the newest one.
I was gonna say
actually,
people probably jump to that one.
but no, the original American one that first came out was Wing, or the one
Really?
that was
Zero and everyone.
Hero.
Hero. Like I said in the other video, not feeling my Wheaties today.
But Gundam Wing was one.
Zero's a hero.
Gundam Wing was one of the first ones in America. I think possibly even English dubbed was.
Really?
I think so. I'm not 100% positive on that, but at least that was the first one that gained huge mainstream within
Right.
America. So that's always what everybody goes back to is Hero and the other kids from it. I actually don't even remember anything of Gundam Wing. I remember seeing
bits
it.
and pieces of it.
I remember there being a Reaper Gundam with a scythe. I
Mhm.
remember Hero with Gundam Wing itself, but I don't remember anything else from it. I remember mostly Armoro's story.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, that was a 70s, 80s anime.
That was the one you and me first saw, though.
Yeah.
So of course, that's what we're gonna go back to.
I mean, just graphically, I mean, we've missed out, because I've seen clips from
I actually
Blood
haven't seen
Orphans.
any of the new Gundams at all.
I haven't seen.
In the last probably 5 years, 5 to 10 years, I haven't seen any
They've
Gundam.
been doing it since Gundam Seed and stuff like that. So.
Yeah, needless to say, I'm behind. I'm
But-
sorry. I know I'm letting you all down.
I've seen clips of it. And the animation is compared to what we grew up watching.
Right.
But what the first Gundam
Like,
we
we're not
ever
that
saw.
old. Be careful. What,
Yeah, we're not.
You're implying.
We weren't born in the 70s, or the 80s, but the animation has come such a long way. So, which is an off-subject tangent a little bit, but I'm really excited for the Gundam movie because Gundam's been actually a huge part in our lives, from watching the anime to playing Jurisha Jaboro's Ionic Front to Zeta Gundam versus Zeta Gundam to all the toys we used to have as kids, or Gunpla, I think is what they're actually called. And I mean, so to hear that they're doing a live action thing, I was nervous at first because.
And my first thought was awesome.
I mean, that was one of my first thoughts. Like, yes, we're making a live action, but then the dread kind of stuff. I was like, oh, but are they gonna keep it true to the Gundam universe, how the Gundam stories have evolved? Because it's the characters in the story with anything that drives everything.
Well, you and me have had that discussion privately a dozen times of what makes
anything. It's the story and the characters.
Whether it be a book, a video game, a movie.
Mm-hmm. But when I heard that Sunrise was being heavily involved in it and having a lot of creative control,
that eased all the
worries.
worries.
That eased my worries, just because it's like, okay, they're good at the least, even if the animation ended up not, if the CGI and everything didn't end up being top notch, which it has no reason not to be, just because of the age of digital that we're living in right now.
Legendary. Didn't they make a World of Warcraft movie? I'm just trying to think animation-wise, something that they've done. I don't know, but that's besides the point.
I don't know, but because of the digital age that we live in, I mean...
It could definitely look awesome. I mean, you look at something like Avatar.
Yeah, but Ready Player One, which was a recent movie, had Gundam in it.
Really?
Yeah, Armoros Gundam made an appearance in it. Him and Iron Giant, I think, fought Mechagodzilla.
That would have been something to see.
Yeah.
I gotta watch that movie now.
But, so to see Gundam there and Iron Giant, because of both of them, it's like, okay, so they can look really, really cool, and they were just, kind of like cameos in that portion. I don't know if cameo is the correct word, but they were just kind of, cameos in that portion of it. What about a movie based on Gundams in general? It's like that animation can be really, really good.
Mm-hmm.
And I was never really worried about the animation part, but I was worried about the cast of characters and the stories of it being modeled by the United States version of what war movies are like, which is...
Yeah, there's a good guy, there's a bad guy.
And
good guys usually win.
yeah.
I really hope that it's like the Gundam that we grew up with, where there's that blurred line isn't the word I'm looking for, but there's that gray area where there is no real winner.
Yeah, where war in of itself is just an evil thing that it takes... I mean, think about it that way, it's like it's going to end up being a darker
I'm
movie,
okay with that, though.
But that's what Gundam has been. I mean, I'm not sure there are different parts of it in different series or spin-offs or whatever that have been lighter, but the ones that we grew up in, the stories that really affected us were the darker ones, where it really brings to light the tragedy of war on its own, of what people that are caught between it. So I'm really hopeful for this now, where initially I was like, awesome, then I was like, oh, wait, no. Just because, I mean, how many animated live action or any cartoon to live action or anything where it's game or movie or book or whatever has been completely successful every single time?
You can count it on one hand. I mean, you have Lord of the Rings, you have Harry Potter, you have Fantastic Beasts, you have Game of Thrones, you have obviously the Marvel and the DC universes, so that's 6.
And that's really about it. I mean, you probably can...
Obviously you can nitpick the DC and the Marvel and make more, but...
You can do that, and there's probably, other...
And just so you know, I'm not anti-DC or Marvel movies. I happen to enjoy them. Even though we are extremely behind on them.
We are really behind.
I couldn't even tell you where we left off in them, but that's besides the point.
But the amount of good adaptations from, whether it's a book, a game, a movie, a comic book, or not a movie, book, comic book,
video game,
anime, whatever, being brought onto the big screen, definitely for an American audience, which is what they're focusing on, because Japan and pretty much everyone else love Gundam exclusively.
Don't they have a Gundam that you could climb into there?
I think so. Or at least it's just life-size
One
version
of these
of
days, you guys are going to be able to see a movie. Not a movie. It's going to title to a YouTube video called Nerdy Gym Bros Go to Japan.
But
Which will make me over the moon.
probably true. But I think because they're starting to try to focus more on the American market, just because it's such untapped potential because of how many people in America actually already love Gundam and how many more people you can get involved in it.
Yeah, because that's also good for them if it does really well, because then, I mean, you're going to have a bunch of video games coming out revolving Gundam.
Or anime series with English dubs.
Yeah, or
whatever,
books, or whatever the case may be. I mean, so...
which I would look forward to. But I'm really hopeful for.
Yeah, I'm excited. I mean, I've wanted a Gundam movie for a long time. I mean, we've talked about it for years now. But yeah, so those are our thoughts on the live-action Gundam movie coming out. Make sure you like the video, comment and let us know your opinion on the Gundam movie, and make sure you subscribe to our channel. This is Nerdy Gym Bros, signing off.